What's going on, guys? AJ the Kid here, and welcome back to the Premier League preview/review show, Fantasy Football. I keep mixing it up every week. Anyways, we're gonna talk about Week 8, reviewing Week 8 and previewing Week 9, and then we'll get into my goal of Week 8, and look at my Fantasy League if it decides to load up this time. So let's just get right into this. Saturday 15th of October. Let's see. Chelsea versus Leicester. Chelsea ran through them 3-0. West Brom versus Spurs. It ended 1-1. Stoke versus Sunderland. Stoke with a very comfortable win, 2-0. Manchester City versus Everton 1-1. Now, I want to get into a mini rap at Manchester City right now, and don't even get me started on when they got whooped by Barcelona 4-0 in the Champions League. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's a lot more games to play for Manchester City. I'm not worried yet. I won't say I'm not worried yet. So, that's enough of that mini rant. Bournemouth completely dominating Hull City 6-1. Arsenal beating Swansea 3-2. Crystal Palace versus West Ham won 1-0. Middlesbrough versus Watford winning 1-0. Southampton versus Burnley, Southampton winning 3-1. And Liverpool versus Manchester United, very boring game of the week, ended 0-0. Liverpool had their chances, could have beaten them, couldn't beat them. Such a shame. Anyways, I'll get into what should I get into? The table or the... Yeah, I'll go into the table first before I get into the fixtures next. Please don't do this to me now. Alright, there we go. So, we're still at the top by conveniently one goal. Then Arsenal, then Tottenham third, then Liverpool fourth, then Chelsea fifth, Everton 6th, Manchester United 7th, Southampton 8th, Crystal Palace 9th, Watford 10th, and at the bottom half, Bournemouth 11th, West Bromwich Albion 12th, Leicester the champions 13th, well, defending champions, well, soon to be kicked off the throne champions, Burnley 14th, West Ham 15th, Hull City 16th, they're getting into the relegation zone. They have the biggest goal difference conceded, -12. Look at that. Middlesbrough 17th, and in the relegation zone we have Stoke, Swansea, and Sunderland. So as you can see, we're at the top by the skin of our teeth. It's gonna be a close title race this season, I can already tell. So, fixtures and predictions for game week 9. So, Saturday, October 22nd, which is tomorrow, Bournemouth versus Spurs is early game. It looks like an easy win for Spurs, but I won't count up Bournemouth, they're playing really good. Arsenal versus Middlesbrough. Boy, Middlesbrough's gotta work hard, but despite that, I won't be biased. I'll say Arsenal. Burnley versus Everton. Hull versus Stoke, I'll say Stoke. Leicester versus Crystal Palace, I'll say draw. Swansea versus Watford, I'll go with Watford. West Ham versus Sunderland. West Ham could win, but you never know. Sunderland could get lucky. Liverpool versus West Brom, Liverpool. Manchester City versus Southampton, Sunday. Another early game on Sunday. I'll be hoping for a win. I hope we don't get too inconsistent, because we need to get to our winning ways. Forget about the game against Barcelona and just get back to our winning ways. We got another game against them, don't worry. Chelsea versus Manchester United. I'll say draw. Hopefully a 0-0 draw. And yeah, that's it for game week 9. I will now get into my fantasy. As you can see, This week has to be like one of my worst. The average is 39. I got 25 points this game week, which is awful. I mean, terrible. If they can just load. Pretty please. Okay, it took a while, but yes, here it is. So, as you can see, look, it wasn't a very good week at all. Aguero missing a penalty against Stecklenburg against Everton, and he was very good at the week. And my highest point giver is Matic with 6 points because he gave an assist. That game week was horrible. Look at that, Balassi got 5 points. I think for an assist, I'm guessing. Because I think he gave the assist. Doesn't say it here, but yeah. It's mighty unfortunate that Toby got injured, Toby Alderweireld. He has a leg injury, expected back the 29th of October. Which is not really far from now, but I had to transfer him out my team, unfortunately. So I'll take a look now at my team that I will have for game week 9, and hopefully it will be an okay week, so I can, you know, get some points, some good points. So this will be my team. Dini will take on Swansea, hopefully he will score. Aguero versus Southampton, I'm hoping he will score. Balassi versus Burnley, he can get a goal or assist. Manchester United versus Chelsea, I had to really be indecisive, because that's why I say I want a 0-0 draw, because I want clean sheets for both. Sterling, Lallana versus West Brom, hoping for a win from them. Benjamin and Koscielny, I'm hoping that they can keep a clean sheet against Middlesbrough, but I don't want them to win at the same time. I'm very contradicting, but you never know. Vertonghen versus Bournemouth, can keep a clean sheet, but you never know. And ultimately versus Southampton, I want a clean sheet. So now I will go through the leagues, and after that game week, it was like a giant surge of down 4. Not really that bad. I'm still at the top for some leagues. I dropped down to second in a public head-to-head league. Look at that. In global leagues I dropped significantly. But it's okay, it happens to everyone. Now I will get into my goal of the week. And my goal of the week will have to go to it's between Chelsea and Arsenal, between Mesut Ozil and I forgot his name. Hold on, let me take a look here. Just bear with me, guys. I'm scrolling. Victor Moses, yes. Victor Moses or Mesut Ozil. Both of them were pretty great goals, but I think I will go with Victor Moses, because, you know, it was a really great class goal. So that means Victor Moses got 2 goals of the week. And that's impressive. Well done to Nigeria. So his goal of the he has goal of the week for me for game week 8. Mesut Ozil was an okay goal in the top corner, and it was his birthday, so you know, he turned 28. So yeah, that will be the end of that, and we will watch the game this weekend, see what happens. So I will have another upload today, so look out for that. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.
To Moses. Back to Moses! Rounding it off in style. A handsome victory for Chelsea, and the champions clobbered on the road again. Well, if Nathaniel Chalabar met this flick, it was world class. The 1-2, I think he did, he most definitely did. And it deserves the finish that it got from Victor Moses. He's enjoying a really good spell for Chelsea, hasn't had too many of those.